Harv Eker's book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, is rightfully considered one of the most useful books on financial literacy and personal development. Since its publication, it has helped millions of people worldwide rethink their perspectives on money, wealth, and success. Eker explains in simple terms why rich people think differently than those who struggle financially and how to change your internal financial thermostat to achieve wealth and financial freedom. The book combines philosophical ideas, practical advice, and personal examples from the author, making it an indispensable guide for anyone looking to transform their life for the better. Readers find its content both inspiring and actionable, as the author shares not only theory but also proven strategies he has personally tested. Eker begins with a fundamental premise. Your financial results are directly tied to your internal beliefs about money. He calls this the financial thermostat, subconscious patterns formed in childhood under the influence of parents, surroundings, and society. Sharing examples from his life, Eker describes how his own beliefs about money hindered his success until he realized the need to reprogram his mindset. One particularly instructive example revolves around the belief that money is evil. Eker explains that with such a mindset, people subconsciously avoid wealth to stay consistent with their values. He emphasizes that wealthy individuals view money as a tool for achieving goals, while the poor see it as a source of problems or fear. For instance, the wealthy are willing to invest in opportunities, while the poor fear risks and miss chances. One of Eker's key pieces of advice is to surround yourself with successful people to adopt their habits and mindset. The book shares an example of one of his students who, after working in a successful company, absorbed the mindset of his colleagues and doubled his income within a year. One of the most critical parts of the book is the section on how wealthy people act proactively, taking responsibility for the outcomes in their lives. Eker calls this the creator mindset, contrasting it with the victim mindset, common among poor individuals who tend to blame circumstances or others for their problems. He provides examples of entrepreneurs who, when faced with challenges, found creative solutions and ultimately succeeded. One such example is an investor who, instead of selling property during a market downturn, found ways to increase its value through renovations and rentals. Eker emphasizes that wealthy people see hidden opportunities in every problem, whereas the poor see only obstacles. He also highlights the importance of continuous learning and self-development. An example from the book is one of his students who invested in training and books, not only developing skills, but also discovering a business idea that made him financially independent. Eker places particular importance on financial discipline and the right habits. One of the key tools he introduces is the 5 jars system. This system involves dividing income into 5 categories: 50% for basic needs, 10% for long-term savings, 10% for investments, 10% for entertainment and enjoyment, and 10% for charity. According to Eker, even people with modest incomes can feel financial freedom by following this system. An example from the book is the story of a family who implemented this strategy and not only managed to get out of debt, but also saved enough to buy their own home. Eker also underscores the importance of making money work for you, rather than the other way around. He shares the real-life story of a student who started with small investments in the stock market, but through discipline and patience, built a portfolio over several years that generated passive income. The author recommends starting small and gradually expanding investments as income and knowledge grow, minimizing risks in the process. A key element of the book is raising a financially literate generation. Eker argues that many adult financial problems stem from a lack of education in money management during childhood. He offers practical methods for teaching children, starting small, giving pocket money and teaching them to allocate it using the 5 jars system. For example, one family adopted this system for their children and noticed that they began to approach spending more consciously and even started saving for larger purchases on their own. The author explains that it's important to set an example for children through your own behavior. If parents spend money thoughtlessly, children will adopt the same model. Eker notes that financial literacy is not just a skill for managing finances, but a fundamental mindset that helps build confidence and independence. He encourages parents to actively involve children in discussions about money, explaining how it works and why it's important to manage it wisely. Eker introduces another compelling concept called wealth files, which he defines as specific patterns of thought and behaviors shared by wealthy individuals. These wealth files include principles such as focusing on opportunities instead of obstacles, committing to continuous growth, and maintaining a balance between earning and giving. He explains that these files are essentially mental programs that guide financial decisions, and anyone can rewire their brain to adopt these patterns. For instance, Eker recounts a story of a business owner who struggled with pricing his services. By shifting his mindset to value his work and focus on its benefits to clients, he was able to raise prices without losing customers, ultimately doubling his revenue. This concept emphasizes that wealth building is not just about external strategies, but also about internal alignment with principles of abundance and confidence. Eker delves deeply into the concept of financial blueprints, which he defines as subconscious patterns and beliefs about money that govern our financial decisions. These blueprints often stem from messages absorbed during childhood, such as, "Rich people are greedy," or "You have to work hard to make money." For instance, a person raised in a household where money was always scarce might develop a scarcity mindset, constantly feeling there is never enough, no matter how much they earn. Eker shares an example of a man who grew up hearing his parents argue about finances and, as an adult, unconsciously sabotaged his own financial success by avoiding discussions about money and rejecting lucrative opportunities out of fear of conflict. Conversely, those raised in environments that associate wealth with positive values, like freedom and opportunities to help others, tend to embrace financial growth with confidence. To change these blueprints, Eker advises readers to first identify their limiting beliefs by reflecting on phrases or attitudes they heard growing up. He suggests writing these beliefs down and replacing them with empowering affirmations such as, "Money is a tool for doing good," or "Opportunities are abundant." By consciously adopting these new beliefs and reinforcing them through action, individuals can rewire their subconscious and set themselves up for financial success. Eker emphasizes that gratitude is not just an emotional practice, but a key driver of financial success. When people focus on what they already have and appreciate it, they create a mindset of abundance that attracts more opportunities. He recounts the story of a struggling entrepreneur who felt overwhelmed by mounting debts and dissatisfied clients. Instead of dwelling on negativity, she began keeping a gratitude journal, writing daily entries about things she appreciated: 2014 her team, 2019's dedication, her loyal customers, and even lessons learned from failures. This shift in perspective not only improved her mental well-being, but also transformed her leadership style, resulting in a motivated team and increased client satisfaction. Within a year, her business revenue doubled. Eker also explains that gratitude helps reduce fear and stress, enabling better decision-making. For example, he highlights another case of a real estate investor who, after a failed deal, chose to focus on the valuable lessons he gained, rather than the financial loss. This gratitude for experience gave him the confidence to pursue larger, more lucrative projects, ultimately leading to substantial success. Eker suggests simple practices like writing thank you notes, celebrating small wins, or even verbally expressing appreciation to others as ways to foster gratitude and unlock its financial benefits. Eker also highlights the role of emotions in managing finances. He claims that fear and guilt often become major barriers to wealth. For example, many people avoid investing out of fear of losing money, but the wealthy view losses as part of the learning process. The author advises developing emotional resilience by accepting failures as steps toward success. One method he suggests is keeping a financial journal to record both achievements and lessons learned from mistakes. Eker shares the story of an entrepreneur who improved his business results significantly by understanding his errors through such a practice. Another important aspect Eker addresses is the influence of your environment. He emphasizes that your financial future largely depends on the people you spend time with. If your environment consists of people who complain about life and avoid responsibility, it will inevitably impact your mindset. As an example, he mentions a successful investor who consciously chose to surround himself with people who had already achieved success, thereby changing his own way of thinking. Eker recommends conducting an environment audit and seeking individuals who can inspire, share experiences, and motivate personal growth. This can involve real-life interactions, studying biographies of successful people, or joining professional communities. Eker concludes the book with an inspiring message that anyone can reprogram their mindset and achieve financial freedom, regardless of their starting point. The key is belief in yourself, a willingness to learn, and the adoption of new habits. The author insists that wealth is not just about money, but also about personal growth, confidence, and the freedom to shape your own life. Thank you for listening to this detailed review of Harv Eker's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. We hope you found this information useful and inspiring. Subscribe to our channel to make sure you don't miss new videos, share this episode with your friends, and leave your comments below. Let us know which books or topics you would like to see in future episodes. Your support helps us grow and improve.